We support the Blade sports culture.
Baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me. Talk to me, baby, you talk to me. Talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. You talk to me, baby, talk to me, baby. You talk to me, baby, you talk to me nice. Yeah. If you talk to me, baby, then come where I stay. Me and the dogs, we back in LA. Making this money and stay out the way. Take when you text me saying okay. Taking this shit out day by day.
Back to another episode of the Blade Sports Culture Show.
What up?
Yeah, just when you counted in like that, I just thought about the Bad Friends, where he made her read the rush hour lines in French. In a French
Sounds
accent.
about right.
All right, anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get it.
Special guest today, Mr. Bradley Dennis from the Jocks of All Trades podcast.
What's up?
Their podcast is, what did you say, under maintenance
Under
right
maintenance,
now?
yep.
So
Okay.
he's excited to talk some sports.
Let's
He's like
go.
itching to talk some sports, and the greatest sport on earth, the
Coming
real football.
It's coming around the
is
bend.
coming around.
Yeah.
The real football. the real
football.
Dude, my mic is fucked. You might have to take over for a second.
Yeah, so anyways, I think we're going to start with just running through each team. Which side do we want to start on, NFC or AFC?
Let's start with...
It's this one right here. You're going to have to tighten that one.
Start with the NFC.
NFC? Okay. Oh, yeah, because you wanted to save AFC North for last.
That's right.
Yeah, you heard that right over here. And I know you're
I'm
seeing the
swinging
gear.
it.
Yeah, it's still working, so it's all good.
They don't
All
see
right.
nothing, bro. It's blurred out.
NFC. Let's start with the NFC South.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
The NFC South. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker, touchdown maker. Your boy.
I love
That's
Baker,
your boy. Where's your Baker jersey at, dude?
People can hate on him.
I love how fiery he is. I mean, he's not really done much in the league, obviously, but I just love the
I
fire
like his
that he plays
his
with.
attitude.
Yeah.
It's just like he's a.
He was
competitor.
grabbing his nuts in college across the sideline.
a
That's my type of guy. Let's go.
We'll see. We'll see how he does.
In
Like some
parentheses in these notes. So we're going to be reading off of Brad's notes because he's the only one that comes prepared on our podcast.
I just show up, man.
So
I did a little preparing, but I mean,
we just swing it.
he
We just
seems
swing
a lot more organized here. He's got a whole thing typed out. So let's get it.
So NFC South, we have the Buccaneers, the Panthers, Frank Reich. Shout out my guy, Frank Reich, new HC.
The
Like
QB
that.
whisperer.
He drafted the Leprechaun. I forgot you're an Alabama fan. Next,
Yeah.
Next, Bryce Young.
Got him.
Who
The
else?
leprechaun.
They
That's
got Hayden
terrible.
Hurst. Oh, and Adam Thielen and Miles
Miles
Sanders.
Sanders.
They actually went crazy, dude.
Not bad, really.
New Orleans
bad
Saints
offseason
added
moves there.
Derek Carr, Jamal Williams. Shout out Jamal Williams from the Detroit Lions.
Facts.
That's Kazakage Jamal Williams.
Kazakage.
And they drafted Brian Brees. Who's that?
Brian Brisset is the D tackle from Clemson, number 11. Big guy, weighing in about 300 pounds, played nose tackle.
Big fella.
My size. All right, Atlanta Falcons obviously added Calais Campbell and drafted Bijan Robinson. That was a good pick. Fantasy sleeper Bijan Robinson.
Yes, sir.
What do we think of the NFC South? It's kind of Derek Carr going to the Saints.
That's a big deal.
Who's the favorites in the NFC South?
I don't know. I think it's a big question mark right now. There's so many new pieces in the division right now. I think it's going to be one of those things we're just going to have to kind of wait and see. I mean, you could make your picks, but I mean, there's a lot of new, like I said. So
Bryce Young is QB1. Frank Reich did say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that move. We talked about that earlier today. Like, I can't stand when they draft quarterbacks.
Just
You want them to be the guy, and then you bring him in and have him, play behind a guy that's not proven anything in the league. Which my Steelers did that last
I
year.
know
so.
all about the quarterbacks.
Yes. Oh yeah, you know more than anybody, bub.
I'm not the fan. I'm not a fan of the Buccaneers because I hate Todd Bowles. I think Todd Bowles is the most undeserving fucking head coach of all time. I think he should stick with defense and stay with
100%.
defense.
100%.
Like I said that the longest time.
And it's worse because they're in this quarterback vacuum, and you have a guy that is not quarterback-minded at all.
So
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
want an offensive-minded head coach, kind of. I think it's tank season for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be bad.
tank
It's going to be bad. When that was your move, I mean, I think they waited way too long to even try to make it. There was people. Was there anybody even available at that point? No, that's what I'm saying. They just waited too long. They didn't really make a move until he was literally all that was left. I feel like
Atlanta's got Desmond Ridder, which, so I think it's between the Panthers and the Saints for this division, right?
I'll go with the Saints.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning the Saints.
Experience, Kamara. Does Michael Thomas play a snap this year?
No.
I do like
You don't think so, right?
Did you see? I think I told you there was a meme and it had Damar Hamlin
Yes.
coming back. Yeah, and it was like he came back. This dude died and he came back before Michael Thomas. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I like the Panthers in
I
this
do too.
division. That defense is so good.
so
Losing
biased.
DJ Moore hurt. I'll say
Yeah.
losing DJ Moore hurt, but that
but that's
defense
a
is
good
so
squad,
good.
So Jonathan Mingo, I don't know if you guys know this, came out of Ole Miss. People are saying he's better than the two previous guys to come out of Ole Miss, which would be DK Metcalf. And my brain just shut off.
No,
but there's
I mean,
another
just
guy
that
that
guy
he's better
right there,
than.
yeah.
Yeah. And the prediction is he has the body, but slimmer. Like, if you could imagine a faster DK Metcalf, that's what they're saying Jonathan Mingo is. So if he can establish a connection with Bryce Young,
Oh yeah.
I absolutely take the Panthers 100% to win that division.
Okay.
I got the Panthers
I like
winning the
that.
division at 9-8.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
9-8
Middle of
wins
the
that
mall division, I think,
8-9 won that division last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. So
All right, so we went to the NFC South. I don't want to go to the AFC South yet.
Yeah.
Not just yet. That's
All right.
that's a very interesting division. Let's go to the AFC East.
Sure.
Top it off with the Buffalo Bills. One of the favorites in the AFC.
Well deserved, though.
They're going to be one of the favorites. I think they don't. I think they take a step back this year, actually.
Why?
Why? Because of how good the fucking AFC is this year.
yeah, the AFC is
Like,
insane.
The AFC is just
For a long time.
so good this year. And they didn't really, they didn't improve much. Like, they didn't do a big splash like these other teams did.
Yeah, but sometimes
And-
teams need a gel for a year. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts.
Maybe, but they didn't improve their defense, and their defense has been a liability for them for seasons.
So they hosted a playoff game against Cincinnati. I mean, you previewed this game, and I said what was going to happen. These motherfuckers do not run the football. They do not. And to beat a team like Cincinnati, like Baltimore, like Kansas City, you got to run the football. You can't have
That's
Josh
football
Allen
in
throw
general,
50
man.
times. Like,
You gotta
Josh Allen's
establish
great,
run.
but you got to be able to run play action. You got
Yeah.
if they know
It
the ball's
opens
going to
everything up.
Diggs or fucking I think they take a step back. All right,
I can see
Miami
that happening.
Dolphins. Vic Fangio, new DC. I forgot about this. They acquired Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey,
Ramsey, yeah.
Cam Smith, and Devin. I'm not big on the NFL draft, so
It's all good. Devin McCain, out of Texas A&M. He's running back, speedy, small guy. Reminds a lot of people of. It just hurts me. This happens to my brain. This is why I write notes, because my
Yeah.
brain goes on like sabbatical halfway through talking. Who's the little tiny guy who played for the Saints and for the Eagles?
Kamara.
No.
Sproles.
Sproles.
Sproles,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Sproles.
yeah.
It reminds a lot of people of Sproles, and I think just kind of adding that into that kind of backfield, he could find a really good role for himself, even being a third-round pick.
big year for Tua.
If
Second year for Mike McDaniels as a head coach. I think he did great in his first year.
Looks
Kind
like
of
he's
a-
bulked up a little bit in the offseason. I've seen some talk about that where he's gained some weight. I mean, I think it's a kind of
Tua?
a prove it. Yeah.
Or the coach.
No, not the coach. Tua. Coach probably has to.
Looks like
But-
Jonathan Lipnick.
He's been stress eating. But,
Me too, man.
yeah.
Me too.
Anyways, it
I
seemed
like
like
Mike McD, dude. I like Mike McDaniels.
I think we're gonna have to see where Tua is. Coming off the the season he just had with all the concussions and stuff. So
I'm sure you're a Tua fan.
100%. I have a Tua jersey hanging in my closet.
Nice. What do you think about the Dolphins this year?
Honestly, I think the defense is probably their highlight, but the D line and O line needed improvements, and I didn't really see them do that in the draft. Didn't see them do it in free agency. Ramsey's great. Cam Smith is great. Locked down because you're going to have Aaron Rodgers passing against you,
Right.
Mac Jones, and Josh Allen. That makes sense. But if you can't get to the quarterback, you're going to give those guys all day to shred
pass.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mac Jones, New England Patriots get their old OC back, Bill Belichick's old friend, Bill O'Brien.
Yes, sir.
Please take him away from us.
Big year for Mac Jones, I think. I think this is Mac Jones' prove-it year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense for sure.
But, again, you got to get the kid some fucking help.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you got a good running game. Bill Belichick's always had a good running game, but you got to get some wide receivers on that team, dude. When's the last time they've had great wide receivers?
it's been a while.
Like Moss?
Moss.
Like, I mean, Brady made Amendola and what? I mean,
Yeah.
like, I mean, get the kid some help.
Yeah.
I thought that was Hopkins' landing spot for sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's where I thought.
Still could be. He hasn't signed
very
yet, has
well.
he?
Yeah.
Maybe his old buddy Deshaun Watson. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
I don't want to hear that.
He said, I don't want to hear that. All right, the goddamn Jets.
Yeah.
The goddamn Jets.
The goddamn Jets.
Nathaniel Hackett back as OC for
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Aaron Rodgers.
It's gonna be a tough team to beat.
That is a strong team.
Sir.
Top to bottom, balance. They got rid of Elijah Moore, but they are still super deep.
Yeah, shout out the Jets. Thanks.
Did you guys see Sauce and Aaron Rodgers handshake?
No.
They're smoking. Yeah.
They do like some shit where they like do a handshake and then like put their fingers together and hit the joint.
I love that.
It's probably ayahuasca though.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Are the Jets the favorite to take that division this year? That's so close. That's so close. The AFC's so good.
Yeah, all the way around. It's tough, I think, in every division.
It's gonna be a really good year of football.
Well, it's going to
mean,
be a
just-
great year for the AFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a bloodbath for the AFC. Like, 9-8 is going to be like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, we went 9-8 this year
Right.
in the AFC.
It's gonna be like kind of like last year where everybody's just beating everybody,
shit
bro.
out
Like
of
you
each
ain't
other.
gonna be able to even pick who wins week by week. I feel like.
I think, man, dude, I want to see Rodgers just go crazy with the Jets. I want to see him go crazy.
That would be a good story.
I like the Jets, dude. They gave Buffalo fits this year.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets too.
A healthy Brees Hall coming back.
Brees Hall.
Brees.
A healthy fantasy destroyer and Brees Hall coming back.
Man, I think it's still. I think Buffalo's still going to be a problem in that division. So
I think so, but I just don't feel like they moved the needle for themselves at all for this season. It was just
no,
kinda
I definitely get what you're saying for sure.
I think the Bills get the number one wild card spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got enough offensive.
So you guys
firepower
think
to do
Jets
that.
then?
I got the Jets winning that division.
I hate it, but I agree.
It's up in the air. I mean, anybody could really. I mean, I'd probably say New England has the worst chance of winning that division. But
Give me a fucking ayahuasca jersey.
man, let's go.
Who you got?
Probably the Jets.
You got the Jets too.
I'm gonna go Bills.
You got the Bills.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go against the grain. I'm going Bills.
Remember we did this. we did a preview. We did like a somewhat of a preview show live last year of the NFL. It was right around like July. We were like, pick your winners pick your MVPs. I was like, I got Russell Wilson as my MVP.
We all picked him.
Oh, no.
Me and him both picked Russ
Yeah,
for
that was
MVP.
bad.
This was like after the Denver signed him. Bro, it made sense.
Yeah.
It made
country.
sense.
Let's ride.
You already know.
Let's
how I feel
ride.
about it.
Yeah.
Bro, we got torched.
Yeah,
on
rode
that.
straight off a cliff. My
I don't
boy.
think it's going to be that far off this year, but that was the biggest
I'm never
surprise.
picking him for anything.
I will,
Not even Duck Goose, bro. He's just gonna sit there.
I will wait, but I have a dark horse MVP for you later.
The dark horse MVP.
I love dark horses.
Okay.
Offense or defense?
Offense. Because that's the only people I feel that ever wins.
Yeah,
the
they're
league.
not-
It's
yeah,
so
they're not
stupid,
winning.
but
Yeah, that's
All right.
super whack.
Let's do the NFC North.
ooh, okay.
No.
NFC North. The Minnesota Vikings. Brian Flores. Shout out New DC. Just
Good move
released
for them.
Dalvin Cook. Is it Antonio Madison season?
Dalvin.
Alexander Madison. Yeah. It should
Madison should be
be. Dude
his season.
feasts every time Dalvin is out.
Yeah, 20 carries, 100 yards every game. Vikings are the Vikings. I mean, did they get better? Did they get worse? I don't know. I mean, Dalvin Cook is good for half the season, so you don't really know. Kurt Cocaine is good for about 6 yards down the field in the flat on a 4th and 9. So
Hell yeah.
you don't know about that. Hell yeah. All right, the Detroit Football Lions.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
The brand.
Yeah. Brand new. Let's go. I seen a picture of Jared Goff ice the fuck out today. So
I see. He thinks the Lions are the shit this year.
Yeah.
I was on their shit last year.
yeah,
I don't. Something tells me, dude, they're going to be like the surprise funky team this year. That's just
just,
sucks.
like,
That just sucks.
just shits the bed.
Yeah, that just shits the bed.
Damn.
Here's the thing. They lost Jamal Williams. They got Gibbs, right?
Yeah.
They got Jameer Gibbs. Dude, Jamal Williams did a lot for them. A lot for them. Like, he was like a security blanket in the red zone. He was like a fantasy winner for a lot of people. Like, I dropped him early in the year. I'm like, fuck. I had DeAndre Swift, so I drafted Jamal Williams as a handicap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swift is.
What do you think about the Lions?
I mean, I think I could see that happening, but I just don't know. I think there's a lot of questions in that division too. I mean, it's like Kirk Cousins does. It's like the same shit year after year. I mean, you got Green Bay stepping into a brand new quarterback. Chicago. I mean, they got DJ Moore, but it's like I don't still see them as a powerhouse in that division really. So I could still see the Lions winning that division.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just my opinion, but
And that's where my dark horse comes from. I honestly, legitimately have Jared Goff as a dark
MVP?
horse MVP. Not the favorite.
I like
dark
the Lions.
horse.
I love their coach, bro. Like he's just such a he's like a coach that you would want to go play for, bro. Like
Yes.
anytime I hear that guy talk, I'm just like, bro, I would love to play for him.
I'm throwing on pads. I'm
Yeah,
coming.
give me some pads, baby.
Yeah.
Give me a Joyzy.
Man, it would be a good story if the Lions just went crazy.
Yeah.
I want it so bad just because they've been terrible for so long.
I mean, this is basically Buddy's first year in Green Bay, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, man. Carl's ready to freestyle. I mean, let's go. Big barrel on the track.
Added David Montgomery. I don't know. I mean, let's go back to let's go to the Packers.
All right.
Big questions around the Packers. All right, is Jordan Love the guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know,
I don't know.
Let's see.
but he's been keeping that old bench pretty warm over there the last couple of years. So it's like
So warm,
big question mark, bub.
so warm, like
Yeah.
an extra pair of gloves on the scooter ride.
Right.
Warm.
Yeah.
Keeping, I don't know, man.
Would that be a three-peat for quarterbacks for Green Bay? If Jordan Love just goes off, right? Because
The Green Bay fans are so fucking
right
spoiled.
from Favre to Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Green Bay fans are very spoiled. They're like Colts fans. I mean, I think we've suffered long enough, though. I think Colts fans. What have we gone? Like
been
5
a while.
years? 5 years?
Fuck off.
Since Peyton left you.
It was Andrew, bud.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
one of
I mean-
the worst days of my life.
Right before the season, too. Dude,
I was heartbroken.
Especially when your best option was Jacoby Brissett. Like,
See, Jacoby was okay.
He was
but,
okay.
Man, Andrew was just.
Yeah, he would come in and like not fuck the game up for you when you needed him to, but he wasn't He wasn't a starting QB. He never has been.
No.
But sometimes he would fuck the game up. So it's like,
This,
Not good.
yeah.
this is going to be the Chicago Bears are my surprise team in the NFC.
really?
Yeah.
No.
I like the Chicago Bears this season.
I like their defense.
I think your
I
quarterback
agree.
stays hurt.
I hate their defense
Really?
because I hate their fucking head coach. He's awful. Like soft zone playing ass head coach.
Right.
Like dude would literally give up 8 yards and just zone.
Ben, don't break.
But I
Hate that
believe in
mentality.
Justin
I
Fields.
hate it so much.
I can't believe in Justin Fields because I've literally watched that dude since he was in high school. He was on a Netflix show called QB1, and the dude has literally just been injured his whole career, I feel like. So I think he's a very injury-prone quarterback, and I don't see him playing a lot of snaps.
I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that. It's just he's never been that quarterback to stand up in big moments, and this is my problem with Ohio State quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Is they don't stand up in those big moments. They don't have that dog in them.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like I'm here, I'll throw the ball, but I'm not going to
hurts.
take over the game.
Him in general too, like he's not
sorry.
a proven passer either. Like if you go look at this guy, like
Yeah.
he's just not. I just don't see him as a.
I think
Broken
elite
run
guy.
though. Broken.
Oh, he can
run.
definitely run. He can definitely run. But those quarterbacks also don't have a great history in being in the league very long. So
True.
don't know,
I think
it's tough.
Eberflus does enough, but I just think that division is soft enough for
get it done.
Chicago to take that division.
Dang.
I think that's my sleeper pick this year.
I
Chicago.
ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
It could be me going to Chicago and that rubbing
Bro,
off on
we
me.
just talked about it. We picked Old Russ last year, so
What are all 4 teams in that division again?
You got the Vikings, the Lions,
Green Bay.
the Packers, and the Bears.
Yep. Dub Bears.
The Lions, I think, are the favorite to win it.
Yeah.
I would assume.
I'm going Detroit. That's me.
Just like all those teams are just going to be mid.
Mid.
This year. That's that's going to be like the least talked about division.
Yeah, that's the NFC Midwest for sure. I got Chicago.
I got boys.
You got the brand
Yeah,
new Lions.
Lions, brand new Lions.
You got the Lions. You
Sorry, I
got
was
the
trying to get back
Lions,
to my
too.
spot.
I don't even want to pick one.
You got to. It's not that how this goes.
We'll go Lions.
We'll go Lions. Okay. So we did the NFC
Copycat.
North.
Stop being a hater over there, dude.
Do we go AFC West?
Let's do it.
Do I have
That way we don't touch South or North.
AFC West? Let's go AFC West. Okay, so this is a very, very, very interesting division this year. Last year, it was quote unquote supposed to be Murderers Row.
Yes.
Preseason, it was supposed to be like the division of death, and it ended up being like a one-team race. I mean, the Chargers kind of got hot at the end, but it was still fucking. The Chiefs are the class of that division.
Yes, sir.
Kansas City, Super Bowl champs. Don't need to say much. I mean, Pat Mahomes, I think, is the greatest quarterback of all time. I think he is. I think I said that to you.
Yeah, we did a whole little spiel about that.
I think
on one of
Pat's the
episodes.
greatest of all time. And that hurts as a
hurts
Peyton
you.
Manning fan. That hurts so much. Like, it hurts. What do we think about the Chiefs? Same.
Yeah, like you said, there's not much to say about them.
You
They
think
didn't really,
you like Jackson Mahomes, don't you, dude?
That's
nuts.
Yeah,
Nuts.
yeah, that's
Do a
wild.
TikTok, bro. Do a TikTok.
That is insane
Now dude's
that you
been
said that.
hitting people with the R. Kellys and shit too, so it's like, damn, bro, put him out like that. That's fucked up, Carl.
Just,
for real.
yeah, just wait, bro. Just remember, you started this.
Yeah, it's
Whatever's
thumbnail
about to-
season.
Whatever's about to
I keep
happen.
forgetting that I'm talking to the editor of the podcast.
Yeah, you better take them sips of
gonna-
water
Bro,
smoothly,
Jackson
bro.
Mahomes is going to be doing some gay ass TikTok dance on your head the whole podcast, just like a little dude,
Just like a little
Yep.
little gif the whole time on loop.
the whole time.
I feel like I don't even remember this. Kellen Moore, a new OC
That's what I
in
said.
Los Angeles.
That's what I said. I like it.
I like that. Kellen Moore.
Can I do dark horse on the Chiefs for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do y'all like the Chiefs receiving core for real?
I think
does it not
Tony.
matter?
I think Tony could be a one, but it's like at what point? I mean, you got the greatest tight end to ever play the game,
Right.
And you can literally put him out in the slot.
For sure.
He's uncoverable, dude. Like third
Can't.
and 8, just go across the seam. Like he's uncoverable. Yeah. Like I don't think it fucking matters.
Okay.
I mean,
I was just curious on
What do you think?
I think it's garbage, but I don't think it matters because
Yeah.
it's like the Brady.
Tell-
It's
Yeah,
like
I was
the
about to
Brady
say I
effect.
didn't think they were like super great. I mean, who did
Juju,
they lose?
Sky Moore.
they lost Juju.
Tyreek.
They lost Juju, didn't
Oh
they?
yeah, you're right. They did lose Juju. I
They
should
got-
have
they
written.
got-
Did
Tony.
they
They got
keep
Tony.
that? What's his last name? Scantlin or whatever.
MVS.
Is he-
yeah.
MVS.
Which he
Tony's
showed
good,
spurts of it
dude.
last year. So it's like, I don't know. They're not the greatest receiving core. I just think, like you said, bro, you got that.
Who's their
you got
little running
the
back?
best
They got
tight end in the
They
league?
got Pacheco.
Pachenko, dude.
And
that
he
kid
played
like
well.
him, bro.
He's fast as hell too,
Like,
bro.
Especially out of the like
Clyde
with
Edwards
them being.
Helaire.
See, and they got
I think
Pacheco,
he's
yeah.
going to be out.
Yeah, you think he's going to be out?
Yeah.
And they got the greatest coach of all time, I think, on their team. I mean, a lot of people say
100%.
Belichick. I like Andy Reid.
Andy
I mean,
Reid.
give me Andy Reid. Give me the guy who hasn't had the fucking superstar quarterback his whole career and has still been there. Still been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, now he's got the guy, and now you see what he's fucking doing with the guy.
Man, that's facts.
100%.
The Chiefs are the Chiefs.
I mean, that's just a winning culture right now that it's just hard to like, bro. Even if they play bad, it's like it's still so ingrained into that
Bro, and
like,
their
culture
fan,
right now.
their
and it's-
fan base is one of the craziest, dude. I went to the Kansas City game in Indy this past year, and that whole fucking
probably a sea of
we're
red.
blue.
Yeah.
We're blue, and it was a sea of red.
Carl
Carl
just don't get it's like that damn near every
doing
Sunday.
the tomahawk.
Every Sunday.
Like,
You go to the Pittsburgh game, bro. The
Bro,
whole
I
stadium.
went to the Eagles game, and all you hear is FLYEA, and I'm like, what the? Where am I at?
Bro, and-
I'll
bro,
never forget you're a Colts fan.
I walked into the Colts and Steelers game this year, and there's this like Colts fan. He's parked like inside the gate and shit, drinking beer. He's like, "Fuck, nobody in Pittsburgh got anything to do tonight."
I think
Is the my bad? Sorry to interrupt. Is the AFC West? Is it just like kind of one of those ones we just kind of mow over because it's just the Chiefs
I don't think
division or
so.
what?
I don't think so.
You don't think
because,
so?
Well,
I think
we
so.
got Sean Payton in Denver right now.
I know. Oh
That's,
yeah.
That's a big deal. Is it?
Dude,
But they shit the
kinda
bed last year, bro. Like they got a lot to prove. Like I can't just say, "Hey, you're going to come in and take out the Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs, bro." Like I feel like that's their division right now.
But can they turn Russ into? Me and him had this talk in the car, and he doesn't think Russ has really been good. Like he thinks he's been good, but he thinks he was masked by Seattle. I think Russ was a fucking demon at one point. I think Russ was really good.
Pete Carroll was a demon when he had him.
Pete Carroll was a demon too. Like, I mean, I just think that, dude, I've never seen someone go so south.
Oh, dude, that was one of the biggest
crazy
flops.
thing was the weapons for the Broncos. We talked about it in fantasy.
They
we
had
talked
it,
about
dude.
in the offseason.
So many.
They had a
everything.
squad.
Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. He had.
That shows you what chemistry does. Like you really have to have chemistry in football,
100%.
bro. Like I don't know if you. I know most you. Did you play football?
No.
No. Like did you play football? Right. So it's like you know from going through those practices and what tier you're at, you know, if it was high school, college, whatever, like, you know what that chemistry is, like having to mesh. Just run one play over and over and over and over again until it's just seamless. Like, that's what it takes. And, like, I guess one of these teams, like, you could have the best lineup ever, and that just doesn't work out, bro. I mean, that's one of those that you just seen right there last year with Denver. So, big prove-it season for them, I think.
I think, dude, I just can't see him going from that bad to good again. Like, it's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Even with Sean Payton coming in,
he was so bad.
So bad.
They scored 9 points against my Indianapolis Colts at home last year.
Yeah.
In Denver.
Yep.
Okay. Against the Colts.
Yeah, they literally could not move the football. It was terrible.
The Chargers get Kellen Moore. I like the Chargers, but, I mean, they re-signed Eckler.
I feel like almost like the Chargers more than Denver here in this division.
Oh, I definitely like the Chargers more. I think the Chargers get a wild card spot. The Raiders are going to be one of the worst teams in the league next year.
Yes. I'm so glad I'm not crazy.
Yeah, they're going to be very bad. It's tank season. They're going to tank for Drake May or Caleb Williams for
100%.
sure. And I think
It's the Raiders.
How the fuck does Josh McDaniels still have a head coaching job?
I don't know.
We've talked about this so many times last year where it's like
It's
this
like this
revolving door of just terrible coaches that just continuously get jobs, and I just
Todd
never
Bowles,
got it.
Ron Rivera, fucking Josh McDaniels. Who else is another one?
There's fucking
I was gonna say Matt Rule, but he's gone. So
yeah, he's gone. There's more. There's like a revolving door. They're like have fucking secret handshake meetings and shit after the fucking games. Like, how does Ron Rivera have a head coaching job?
Jackson.
We got you next year.
Dude
B.
hasn't done anything since Cam's MVP year. Like, and that was Cam.
I was about to say Cam just was bananas then too.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so obviously I think we all got the Chiefs in that division.
yeah, I want to say Chargers. I like Kellen Moore. I think. Kellen
I love
Moore's
Kellen
No,
Moore.
I think they're going to be a
so
lot better
much
this year.
variety to them.
That dude was a baller too when
Yes,
he played.
Boise State.
Boise State on the blue turf. That dude was a baller.
Yep.
I think I'm going to take the Chargers over the Chiefs.
Okay.
You know what?
Ooh,
You
just not
inspired me. I'm gonna do the same.
Let's go.
Early pick.
Ooh, over
I
the
ain't
Super
mad.
Bowl
I ain't mad.
champions?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Did we
I'm not.
We
no.
learned from picking against Kansas City. There's just no, I can't do it right now.
Patty mayonnaise all day. Let's go.
Patty Mayo and his bizarre wife all day. All right.
Oh God.
His wife, bro. Like, what is
We
he
could
doing?
do a whole pod just on his wife.
And his brother.
I'm hating
no
all day.
kidding.
He wouldn't
Featuring
like
his
me.
brother.
There's no hate over here.
I'm like, bro, you could literally get any chick in the world, and you got fucking Cynthia and shit from fucking Rugrats.
Any chicken.
Oh, that's so dirty.
I know, I'm bogus. Sorry, bub. Give a quick shout out to all our sponsors. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, please get in contact with Nicholson Realty 2.0. They will walk you step by step through the progress and get you the best deal on your next home. It's only a phone call away. And when it's dinner time, please head over to Imagine Burgers and Brew and try out their already decadent menu, plus some of their new food items. Again, when your stomach is rumbling, don't get to fumbling the rock. Go get you a burger you always imagined at Imagine Burgers and Brew. And for any and all construction needs, please get with Derek Lewis and the crew at Above All Construction at 765-573-5982.
We go to the NFC West, I would imagine, right?
Oh yeah, we can sweep that up real quick.
Left side.
NFC West. Okay. Rams, awful.
Yep.
Cardinals,
Awful for years.
Cardinals are going to be awful.
Oh,
They're going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
They
I
lost
think that
Hopkins.
whole like team, the whole fucking organization is like
They
in
need
shambles
to
right now.
blow it all up.
Yeah.
Like,
Awful.
blow it all up. Like, Kyler is just a fucking
Like, I
don't
think they're
name
hurting for
calling.
money even as an organization. Like
Like-
they have like some of the worst facilities I think in the league.
That's just.
Is it? I think that's the team that I heard that about. I heard like a whole fucking spiel about it. I'm pretty sure.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
The
It was
Cardinals
on
are just
McAfee or
bizarre.
something.
The Rams are just like stuck in like cap hell.
Yes.
Just
Oh, yeah, forever.
blow it all up.
Yeah.
I mean but that's the price they went for. It
Yeah,
for the
to get
Super Bowl.
that one Super Bowl.
It's like, how much is a Super Bowl worth? That's a question I'm going to ask you guys right now. Would you rather have one Super Bowl and your team be bad for 20 years, or have a team great for 20 years
But never win one.
and never win a Super Bowl? Now, great means
Give
you
me
could
the
get
ring,
to the
Bubby.
Super Bowl, AFC Championship, Super Bowl, and be bad for 20 years. I know why you're saying that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, just think. I mean, that's like
That's bragging for the rest of your life.
They'd
Like,
have to
Brad,
just
you
gift
won.
wrap
like
y'all one.
20 years of like winning but not winning a Super Bowl.
You,
That's
you guys
like
should get one by
such a-
default just for like participation. Like they should.
A
like, you gotta-
participation Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I can't stand you.
It's tough that you came over here in the same division and shit. I'm sorry.
I just think. I mean, like I said, if you win 20 years in a row and just make it to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and come short, bro, I'm fucking heartbroken. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
They're
Like
going to
that-
be the Rams are going to be bad for at least 10.
And I just
They
feel
have
like you
to
get
be. They've
remembered
given
as
up
the
all their
like the
first
best
round.
team to never win. Then it's like Charles Barkley and shit.
It's like,
bro.
it's like getting there and then like getting blue balls, dude. Like,
yeah.
It's like, at what point
Hell
do you
yeah,
like
that's what it's
it's like, at what point do you say, okay, I'll take a third for Cooper Cup? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Never.
bro,
Take
what are they going to
second?
do with it?
Yeah, they're not
I mean,
waste
what
his
are they gonna
career.
do with it? If you take a second, I'm taking the second and running with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, you got to blow the whole fucking thing up. They don't have any.
What's there left to do?
Like, that's the only person I think on that team that's like tradable.
I'll tell you what's left to do. Have all y'all heard the Stetson Bennett hype now?
No.
I forgot they drafted him. He dude's like 34 years old. He's
Everyone
old.
keeps
He's
saying trade Matt Stafford, start Stetson Bennett. I'm like, y'all are stupid.
Yeah,
the
fuck
same
that,
age
bro.
as Lamar Jackson, isn't he? Or is
Yeah,
he older?
he's 25.
He's the same age as Lamar.
Yeah.
Dude was at the bar in college,
The
like
Georgia quarterback.
looking like a predator.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know he didn't get his
curly-headed little
degree.
fuck?
He was there
way.
for 7 years and didn't get his degree.
Bro was Van Wilder.
Literally.
Van Wilder.
No way.
Plowing bitches and winning natties, bro. That's all it was.
Dude, Tommy Boy even got his degree. He's like
Right.
just
Yeah.
short of a decade.
All right, where was we just at? It was the NFC West, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The Seahawks and 49ers. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little interesting. Is Brock Purdy the quarterback for the 49ers?
I don't know. So here's the conundrum. I want to see what y'all think. There's two different scenarios.
But it's weird, dude.
Well, there's two paths they can take. You either trade Brock and try to get something for him while he's still hot, or you trade Trey Lance and hope that somebody likes his game enough. Yeah, he was injured. Yeah, but the potential is there. So do you want the potential or the proven? And either way, Brock has only proven that he can survive in a system of George Kittle.
That system.
And you know what I mean? Like that ridiculously stacked system. So is he a system quarterback? Is Trey Lance your guy? It's literally those two things. You have to get rid of one of them.
Yeah, they're both on rookie contracts. I think you get more for Brock, but it's like,
Is Trey worth it?
is Trey worth it? Like, it's so. I think you just roll the dice with both of them. Make them go at it in camp.
Yeah.
And worse, they threw in Sam Darnold. I was like, what?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
They've given up. They don't. No, I know what this is.
Practice
This is the
squad
Eagles and
players?
49ers all over again, where we didn't have enough quarterbacks. So now let's just sign every mid
Everything,
quarterback
yeah.
we can find.
And they just
that'll
work
be
it.
good.
Yeah. It's just like we talked about this so many times last year during the season. Like he's just like, you just have to be able to manage that offense. Bro.
Yes.
Just don't fuck up. Hand the ball off. Make the
Yes.
throw when you need to. Like, I don't know. I mean, Brock Purdy, is he a gamer? We don't know. So it's like both of them. They're both.
I feel bad for Kyle Shanahan. He's so good. Like, Kyle Shanahan is so fucking good.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean,
He's
to even have a system like that in the NFL, bro, that's
give
insane.
You flip flop Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan, he does the same thing. Like, I think he does the same thing. Like that, the way he runs his offense with the running backs, it's.
Yeah, that's legit.
And the Seahawks, I mean, they drafted Jackson Smith and Jigba. Is Gino?
I hope he comes out and
I hope
just
he
shits
balls
on
out.
everybody this
I hope
year,
he
bro.
balls
Me
out.
too.
It's just
Me
it's
too.
so hard saying that in a sentence, dude. Like, where was this dude at?
Right.
Like,
Bonus question: does anybody know where he went to college?
West Virginia.
All right. Okay. Usually people don't know that. Sorry.
West Virginia.
I don't want to answer.
Got drafted like 5th or 4th or 3rd, something like that. 5th, yeah. I got the 49ers. I don't think, dude, the NFC is so open. It's, I mean, outside of Philly, like it's open.
I got to take Seattle. I think that was the best pick they could have made in the first round that could have affected how Geno plays.
Get DK Metcalf a lot of over-the-top protection.
Yeah. And actually bailed DK out for all those drops last year.
Yeah. All right, so who we got?
We have NFC East,
Oh, they gotta
AFC
pick
North,
their-
and AFC
Oh,
I'm sorry.
man, it's so hard for me not to pick the 49ers, but I do like Seattle. I've always been a big Pete Carroll fan. I mean, obviously, in the right hands, and Geno's been playing pretty well. So,
Didn't they get Bobby Wagner back?
Yeah.
I
Not
think they
that
got-
I know that'll do a whole lot. But
I think they
if
got
you
Bobby
pick
Wagner.
anybody else other than San Francisco or Seattle, then obviously you're
an idiot. Yeah.
drilling on yourself. most of the
Surprise
day.
team, Jonathan Gannon.
I'm gonna take the 49ers.
49ers. All right.
Okay.
Let's go to the AFC South. AFC South. Obviously, the class of the division, the Indianapolis Colts. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the class of the division. The Tennessee Titans fucking suck. They're awful. The
Yes.
Colts. I mean,
I don't know, man. It's tough.
he doesn't like Richardson. I think you're wishy-washy on Richardson. I love Anthony Richardson.
Give him the rock. That's all I'm saying.
Give him-
the
hand him
fucking
the
rock
ball.
right off the bat. Let him do his thing. Let's see what he can do. That's my thing. You drafted the dude, give him the rock. Because that's, I mean, literally, you saw it with Kenny Pickett. You just usher this dude in, and it's like,
No. Oh, no. Kenny Pickett's some garbage. Man.
I know, but still, like, are you okay? So, real question: are you taking Trubisky or Kenny Pickett?
No.
Trubisky.
This ain't AFC North talking.
Fun
We are in the
fact,
AFC
I-
South.
I'm just not. I
We-
mean,
we are in the
I
AFC
watched
South.
every game last year, and the dude just
Batted
didn't do
down a
shit.
pass for Mitch Trubisky in high school. Fun fact.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
That's tight.
No shit.
He also
That's
he
awesome.
also torched me on one of them. But I don't wanna talk about that.
Probably threw for 400
We'll cut
yards
that
and
out.
scored 15 touchdowns.
Okay, so obviously Jacksonville Jaguars class of division. Trevor Lawrence is that motherfucking guy.
Yes, sir.
Houston Texans, Ohio State quarterbacks. What do we say about them? I like C.J. Stroud though.
But he can't read a book. Did y'all hear about his test results?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, bro can't read.
They're going to be like, hey, bro, just throw it across the middle. on two. That's the place.
He's good at reading the pictures though, so it's
Yeah.
like you're playing Madden, so you know X goes this way.
Facts.
They're gonna have to color code
Pull
the
out
fucking
picture book
receiver.
for him. There you go.
I wasn't really a believer until he fucking
Torched
torched Georgia like that.
yeah.
He was torching their ass. They just were too much for him, obviously.
See, I didn't know if it was him or Marvin.
yeah, he was torching their ass, too. They both were.
That's a good.
That's a good, yeah.
point.
Yeah,
it's
good point.
just-
But I will
obviously-
say he's accurate. I'll give him that. He's very
Yeah.
accurate.
very
Yeah.
accurate. You know, I think Anthony Richardson has the highest ceiling of anybody in that draft.
Yeah, he's obviously the most fucking talented.
For sure. Like I don't.
Athletic,
Highest
anyways. I'll
ceiling.
give him.
Who else? Maybe Bijan
Bryce and Anthony. Are you talking just quarterbacks or just in general?
in general.
Oh, Bijan, 100% is the guy with the highest ceiling. 100%.
Bijan's so good, dude.
Yeah.
he's so good. He's going to
Big
be
facts.
like. I think he's going to be a top 5 pick in fantasy this year. 6 pick.
Probably. That's my goal if he's there.
Oh, we're going to play some fantasy this year, dude.
I've literally never played, bro. Not one time.
What?
Just never have.
man.
You would
I'm gonna
love-
play this year because I've
would
just
love
dove into football so much since
Yeah.
we
You would
started
love
doing
it.
this. So
I think I got the Colts at, I think I said 6 wins. I think people are going to want to hear that because it's a local podcast and shit. I think Anthony Richardson is going to show flashes.
yeah,
I think there's going to be some very bad. There's going to be some very bad where it's like, why did we draft this guy? And then there's going to be some like, oh shit moments.
Yeah.
Like this kid just went 40 yards and did that. Don't do that. Dude. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I just
Luck was over there like,
I envisioned it in my head that first play from scrimmage.
yeah, pick six.
Pick
Let's
six.
go, let's go.
If he starts, and the only reason I'm saying that is
And they
because
boo him too.
I feel like the Browns have, yeah, right. I feel like the Browns have drafted 3 Anthony Richardsons in the past fucking 10 years. And I just,
But the
Deshaun Kaiser, you cannot count Deshaun Kaiser with Anthony Richardson.
Colts aren't the Browns either.
bro, this isn't
That was harsh. That was harsh.
I've never seen a Colts fan wear a paper bag on their face. Maybe they have.
You
but
almost hit me this year. You almost see me this year.
Carl's
See-
ready to switch teams this year, bro.
Here's the thing.
We would say Colts and his face would turn purple, bro, and he would just start. We wouldn't even be talking about sports.
So I got a little thing that I do every year because I'm a Colts fan. So to keep my blood pressure from going this way, I log into FanDuel and bet against them.
Every game.
So if the Colts lose,
win-win situation.
I win fucking money.
Yes.
That's they
great.
win.
Reverse
It's like,
psychology, I
oh
love it.
fuck, I lost $50, but
Oh, well.
goddamn right, I'm getting drunk.
Hell yeah. And he got season tickets this
And I
year.
got season tickets this year. So it's going to be like, wait till the Colts fans here. I bet against them. I fucking bet against them.
We're playing the Texans in the back half of the season. I bet against
I
them.
bet against them.
Big facts.
The Titans obviously drafted Will fucking Levis. He looks. I'm a Kentucky guy,
Yeah.
obviously, but this kid, there's a reason why he fell in the draft. It came out that if someone was to trade up, if it wasn't going to be the Texans and someone would have traded up and taken Richardson, it came out that we would have traded down. We wouldn't have taken Levis. That came out.
Damn.
Which is fucking wild because they know. I trust Ballard. Ballard is a phenomenal drafting GM, and he just did not want to touch the kid.
Except for when he scared all the Colts fan base with that freaking tweet of who should we take in the second round? Should it be Will Levis? And everybody was like, "This guy's high. He's back on something."
Like talking about Ursay. It was like, how about Will Levis? How about two?
Dude swerving in the Lambo downtown Indy.
You ever seen that picture of him in the golf cart? And he's got that cigarette in his hand. He's just doing that.
Yes.
I can't even. I can pretty much picture what he looked like.
Oh, for sure.
There's another reason Levis wasn't picked. Have y'all seen this? He puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
Oh yeah,
And then
he
he
was
eats,
fuck-
he eats bananas.
Bananas with the
on 'em.
peels. Oh, this bro fell for a reason. It has nothing to do with football. It has everything
I
to do
hope
with you,
he.
a
I
scary
literally
man.
hope he never starts an NFL game just because you told me that.
I hope he. Well, he won't because
Mayonnaise
everybody loves
coffee?
Tannehill.
Like cream.
Oh my god.
Who wants cream?
Yeah.
Okay, no cream.
Yeah, all right.
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
mayonnaise! It literally, my head went straight to Undercover
Disgusting.
Brother, where he eats the mayonnaise off the sandwich, and it literally.
I mean, do
drips
we need to
off,
do we need to check in on this guy? Is he all right?
Probably not.
Somebody needs to check on him because that's nasty. He's a real
100%.
sicko.
So the Houston Texans, I will say this, went fucking berserk in the draft. Like,
Yes, they did.
C.J. Stroud traded up to 3, got the best defensive player in the draft. Will
Man,
Anderson.
went bananas in the draft.
Went crazy. Like, shout out to Miko Ryans. I think he's going to be great.
I love him there too. That's
This division has the potential to be very, very, very good.
it's going to be competitive for sure.
Very, very good.
It could be competitive this year too, just
Could
within
be.
the division.
Colts are like a surprise to Pete.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, if Anthony Richardson comes out and gives you, bro, you can't get worse from Matt Ryan to Anthony Richardson. You can't.
No, bro.
Like, you fucking can't.
Now you said it. So
Like, you can't. Like
Yeah,
what
bro,
the
you
fuck?
better fucking.
yeah, just
Better start.
What win? I mean,
Drum roll, please.
Jacksonville's going to be great, right? But
Yeah.
like, what realistically wins that division? 10 wins
I don't know.
nah.
in the AFC.
I'm about to say 9
Nine?
probably wins it.
So in the AFC, 9 wins that. Is that out of the fucking realm of possibility for Indy to get to 9 wins?
I don't
It
think so.
depends on so I don't know how much you watch OTAs. I don't know how much y'all listen to all that. Anthony Richardson is gelling really well with his teammates. Coaches are
I'm
praising
huge.
the
Listen,
crap out of him. Like
beat writer, behind the scenes, Colts guy. He is going fucking crazy.
Yeah,
He
he is.
practiced with the ones today.
yeah,
Like with the ones.
Yeah.
So
Let's
that's
go.
that's the.
I'm all about that, bro.
I'm not. Listen, I'm usually anti-Colts,
Right.
and I'm a diehard Colts fan. There's fucking realistic.
Yeah.
All right. Where we at?
I've
We-
heard that. My bad. I was going to jump back to the Titans for a second. I've heard that Will Levis hasn't really performed very well in camp.
It's looked awful.
Accuracy hasn't been there. Looked pretty bad in camp. So, I mean, obviously, everybody was right about what they saw.
and the crazy thing is they're only talking about keeping 2 quarterbacks on the roster. So
Right.
you
They
get
just
Tannehill
drafted
and then
Malik Willis.
yeah,
Right.
what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, do you just completely tank on the dude and stick with Levis, and Levis could be worse? Like
Kyle Shanahan's in the fucking corner licking his chops at Malik Willis. like, ooh, another
5 quarterbacks.
Ooh, another one.
Another one. I got the Jags in that division, but
Yeah,
watch
I got
out
the
for my
100%.
boys. Watch out for the Texans. Watch out for the
Yeah.
Texans. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. All right, we got to go to, what is it, the NFC East.
Yeah.
NFC East, class of
Yeah.
the division.
Yeah.
the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Giants got better. Giants got
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Coach of the year, Brian Dable. Love Brian Dable.
I love him too.
He's
He's,
like my
awesome.
spirit
Another
animal.
guy like that. Yeah.
He's crazy.
He's my spirit animal. I got the Eagles.
Same.
Added DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Doesn't say a whole lot.
They got the
Jalen
whole
Carter.
Georgia defense. Like,
Oh my God!
got potential.
How did they go crazy in the draft the way they did too? After
they-
literally going,
They got potentially the best defensive player in the
Bro.
draft, Jalen Carter. There's just a lot of off the field questions with that dude. And fucking Paisano Sirianni. I love
love
Nick
him.
Sirianni, bro.
yes.
Dude is.
love him.
I like the Eagles.
Love
It's
energy.
hard
I
not
like
to
the
root for the Eagles.
Like,
It
I like
really
the
is.
Eagles. I mean, I fucking hate their fan base, but I like the Eagles. Like, you like the Eagles?
I do.
Hell yeah! I like
Well,
him.
I lived in Pennsylvania for a while, so I was around a whole lot of Steelers and Eagles fans, but I would pick the Eagles 100 times
I didn't
over
move
the
there.
Steelers. So
I think we all got the Eagles in that division. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
do like the
Cowboys.
I still don't like Dak.
Ooh, I forgot they added Stephon Gilmore.
yeah,
and
they'll
Brandon
finally
Cooks.
give
I
Trayvon
love him,
Diggs second corner. So because Diggs literally does everything in that secondary, and
Yeah.
they gave him
Yeah.
no help.
That dude's a monster.
I like
Yeah.
the Giants, the Commanders. This is Sam Howell's. Like, is Sam Howell the guy? Ron Rivera, you suck.
Yeah.
Eric Bieniemy, new OC. We'll see.
Why would y'all leave the Chiefs? I'm sorry. If you're winning with the Chiefs,
I don't know.
I don't care how much you gonna pay me. I'm gonna win Super Bowls.
They even
Like,
said this
tweakers,
dude-
bro.
They even said this. Like, he calls some of the plays. He doesn't really call the plays. Like, why are you leaving? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm cool where I'm at if we're winning, bro.
right.
I'm not going and chasing a job and then go like fucking 3 and whatever the next year. Like
Yeah.
I'm cool off that.
I like the Eagles in that.
Yeah,
division.
Eagles.
I like the
think that's
Giants
their
to win the
division
wild
easily.
card. I like the Giants to take the number 1 wild card spot. Actually,
I'd agree with that. I feel like the Cowboys are just not improving where you want them to.
I thought you were about to say.
I'll never believe in Dak either when
Like-
it comes to a big game.
Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore are great, but they're also aging and expensive.
that's
like
facts.
you didn't add
Stephon
young
Gilmore
guys.
was really expensive.
No kidding.
What's he like 34 or something like that?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
12, $13 million a year.
Old.
Yeah.
He is good.
He was good. He was good for us last year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, so it is time
Let's
for
go.
the main
The
event
division.
of the evening.
The division.
Division.
So
Of
are
the
we going to
North.
explain what's going on?
Let's hear it,
Okay, so Brownie,
Brownie.
Ravens flock,
Big Truz.
big trust,
Oh
woo
my
woo,
God.
big trust, woo
Oh
woo.
my God, that's
Lamar
my least
Jackson. I'm about that.
Sixburg, baby.
Steel
All day.
curtain.
Let's go.
The Browns is the Browns, man.
And
What is a Brown?
who dat? Who dat?
Paul Brown.
Who dat right here?
No. You need to stop.
All right,
I do love Joey Bird though.
let's start from the top. The Baltimore Ravens.
Listen, I don't get hype for Baltimore off seasons.
Fuck
I
that,
really
I
don't.
do.
I don't because I spent the whole season thinking Lamar's out. Lamar's gone.
Yeah.
It's over.
We thought he was gone too.
Tyler
Sure.
Huntley and,
Bro, I
and
thought he
that's
was going
it.
to the Colts.
I did
too.
too. I had him
Yeah.
mocked going to the Colts for
I
real.
thought he was going to the Colts.
We got Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator from Georgia. Obviously, Georgia's had success with some crappy quarterbacks. I'm excited to see what he does with a real quarterback.
Hell yeah.
Odell is okay. I think Odell's too old, but he'll be a good volume, like space guy.
You got to see if the knees
Zay
hold up.
Flowers, I could not have jumped out of my seat more watching the draft, hearing them call Zay Flowers going to the Ravens. Finally, the Ravens said, "Hey, Lamar, we're so sorry we've given you these crap bags for like 4 years to throw to.
Yeah.
How would you like somebody other than Mark Andrews?" So I think it would be really nice for them.
That's a really
Shout out
good
Mark
take.
Andrews, bro. Shout out
I love
Andrews.
Mark
You
Andrews.
ripped that off so good. That was nice.
That was great.
But I'm excited. But I'm gonna temper our expectations here. I think like 10 wins is realistic for the Ravens because we'll crap somewhere. We really will.
How is it? I haven't seen much about it lately. How's Lamar's knee doing? Like what they were worried about. Like he's missed so many games.
I was
last
gonna
year.
say
heard
in
anything
OTAs he's been pretty physical. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
good.
sure if he's got like a huge setback going on.
That's
but
good. Yeah, I haven't read much about his knee since the end of last season, but I didn't know where they were at on that. Any updates? But
Yeah. I don't think he's doing full contact, but I think he's still being physical and moving.
hell
around,
yeah, that's what's up.
Let's go to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers, bro.
Steel curtain.
We definitely addressed the big things that we needed in the draft. We got Joey Porter Jr. He's going to play defensive back
Great
for
pick.
us.
I'm so
Great
glad he
pickup.
went there.
Awesome.
Dad was a staple there for years as a linebacker. Pretty big kid too for a DB. I feel like he's pretty tall for a DB. So really excited about that because we definitely our secondary is one of the worst in the leagues last year. We got Broderick. What's his last name?
Jones.
Yeah, Broderick Jones from Georgia, which is a great pickup. Definitely needed to address the issues we've had with our line because, I mean, there was points in the season last year we couldn't even pass the ball. So, I mean, we went and addressed those things that we needed. Definitely did a lot of work on defense. Pretty much all of our picks were defensive players. And I think the one lineman, I think, is what we got.
2 big questions.
I got a question real quick. Where's Pickens at in the rotation this year?
Third string, I think.
Third string.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't even know. I was just talking shit really off the top of my head.
You got DeAndre Washington and
He's Pickens was good for us last year.
like
though,
it.
so I really don't know where he's at in the
Number
depth chart right
18.
now. I'm about to look it up because that's gonna bug me.
Bruh, who's number 18
I thought he was
receiver?
going to have a
Dude, that's on the
breakout
tip
year
of my
last year.
tongue.
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. They let him go, didn't they?
What?
I think they let him go.
Well, Pittsburgh's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I said. He went in that. It was a trade, I think. He went in a
No
trade.
way.
Yeah,
I gotta
think.
go back and look at that.
Biggest questions, I think, for the Steelers is can TJ Watt stay healthy and is Kenny Pickett the guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Both can be
It's crazy that we're in year 2 of Kenny Pickett and we're already at is Kenny Pickett the guy?
I don't think he got a
I guess
fair
they
enough
didn't trade him
shot.
off. I think it might have been a rumor that I saw posted one day. He didn't get traded. He's
Okay,
still there.
I was gonna
which
say
I
that's
loved him.
insane.
He's been the only guy that's been able to catch a pass for us the last couple years.
Right.
And they've just had nobody been able to. I mean, we haven't been able to do shit. We haven't been able to run the ball or throw the ball. So
Bro, since that playoff loss to the Browns, you guys just
I know, man.
That's crazy.
Super wild.
I just think
bringing
I
up old
think
shit
Kenny
like that.
Pickett's going. I've watched enough of Pittsburgh. I think Kenny Pickett is going to be the guy. Like,
I mean, he's got to
don't-
be at this point right
I
now.
don't know.
will he
think
ever
got-
be a top 10 quarterback in the league?
No.
I don't know. There's a lot of talent.
I think he
He's
got
definitely
bailed.
showed some sparks here and there, but I mean, the consistency's got to be there.
it's just to think who you're competing against in that division.
Yes.
Though, is just insane.
That division's it's just
We're gonna-
always,
like-
even if they're not like good years for the
tough to
division,
play.
they're always such terrible, tough games for everybody. Like even the Browns, bro, like they've had terrible years and they still come in and give us their best game of the year.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Moving
it's
to the
tough.
Cleveland Browns.
Man.
Zadarius Smith, Elijah Moore.
Goodwin, fucking Tomlinson. God, dude, just the whole team. Juan Thornhill. I love him. Played for-
DPJ, Donovan Peoples-Jones, dude.
Can't forget about him.
Yeah,
He's
that's-
going to have a breakout season. 100%.
That's what he thinks too.
Yep.
Biggest question about the Browns on paper, they could be the best team in the league. Like on paper, like if you like zoom it out on paper, they're up there. Like biggest question, is he still getting massagers?
Wow.
It was never proven.
Very
Yeah.
serious.
Allegedly, Bob. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Very serious moment.
I mean, he's got to put it. We talked about this earlier. He's got to put it together. I mean, it would just be.
Your guys' fucking future rides on it.
I mean,
with
it would
how
just
much
be
he
insane
gave
for
up.
him.
That would be the biggest flop in a signing
Was
ever.
it 3 firsts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 firsts.
250.
250 GTD. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed, my boy.
Guaranteed. That break the fucking market money.
That's like one of them baseball contracts where the dude's like 90 and they're still paying him.
The Bobby Bonilla kind of
Swear to God.
I'll be nice to the Browns for 2 seconds and just say that I think the benefit for you with Deshaun Watson is he's had all off season to work.
Oh,
Last year he just came in after sitting for like
He even
how
said something
long?
about that in an interview
Yeah.
like a couple days ago. He said it's so hard to come back. I mean, like you were talking earlier
yeah,
about
man.
like gelling together with practice. You know, he said he had a hard time. But
Getting yourself even in just a football shape, bro. Like
That shit's
to
a
just get thrown in
game.
towards the end of the year. I mean,
That-
what do you even play?
6 games.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
what I'm
off
saying,
and
like-
the off field shit. Like, you don't have to deal with much off-field shit this year. It's at least not as bad as last year. It was really bad last year.
Oh yeah, where it's like looming over his head the entire season. Like,
I still
couldn't
think
even
he's
imagine
going to
that
get
first
it
game
in
back.
the stadiums. I still
yeah,
think he's
for
going to
sure.
get it in the
Yeah.
stadiums.
just that it's died down out of the media, I think is
I think
calming
though,
a
like
little
if
bit.
he starts playing good, he'll have a chip on his shoulder to where that'll even just fuel that.
The dude balled out when he was in Houston. I mean, it's like
All the fuck.
and I mean,
out.
dude, he's got
We
nothing
played
but
him twice a
talent
year.
around him now. So I mean, it's like
That team's deep.
Yeah.
They got rid of Kareem Hunt. So,
Yeah, that
shout
was
out
weird.
Kareem, dude.
like, it's just like I've always wanted to see Chubb, like, have his full work. I think he's probably the number one pick in fantasy. Him and McCaffrey.
Probably.
Like no Hunt, like, give me Nick Chubb. I can't believe people were taking him like 12, 13 this
yeah,
year.
fuck
yeah,
that.
that was
dude,
weird.
I think
that
he's
dude runs
still gonna
straight downhill.
Bijan or Chubb?
If I'm like sitting at 4 and both are there,
Yeah, yeah.
oh my god, dude.
Bro,
Do you
Chubb
take the
is
ceiling or
just
do you take the
inhuman.
touches? Because you know Chubb's just
How
gonna
much?
get
that's-
going.
I was
how
about
much
to say,
is
like,
Cordarrelle
he's getting-
Patterson getting the ball in Atlanta?
That's a good point.
Like, how much is Cordarrelle getting the ball?
I mean, he was kind of consistently it until what's his name, rookie guy came in and kind of took over a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I can see numbers. I just can't names. Just
Oh, I'm terrible with names, dude. I
Tyler
always be like,
Algier.
I say buddy or something every time. Old buddy.
I just
You know what I'm
think I
talking
think
about,
they're going to
Carl.
try to do as much as they can to protect Desmond Ritter, so they're going to hand them both the ball. But man, Chubb is just going to be fucking 25
Ridiculous.
carries a game.
He's a monster, bro.
And he's going to get 120 and at least one a game. Like, he's going to have Henry numbers. Like, it's going to be Henry.
The Browns could be good, bro. I'm telling you. Like, if
I
he comes
said
out and
this.
balls the fuck out, I mean, think of that right there. Just even him being able to move in the pocket, bro. Like,
It helps the whole team.
it helps the whole
Chubb.
team. Oh
Like,
yeah,
it helps the whole team.
You're
Opens
gonna
up
be
the
able to
run.
establish the run game with him because he's just straight downhill runner.
Beast.
Then if this guy can sit back there and he has time to pass,
I'll eventually start freestyling.
I was about to say, bro, pull your bars up.
Go ahead.
Keep turning the
Bars.
beat.
freestyle about the Bengals, man.
All right, so I'm
Yeah,
going to play.
let's hear about Joe Burr.
I'm going to play.
I love him.
I'm going to play a Bengals fan today. Listen,
Let's go.
we got fucked last year. I'm not going to say that. Off rip, we got fucked last year.
No lube, sideways, bub.
Whatever bro's name is that fucking got the personal foul. Get him out of here.
Bro.
And,
Oh, my
and the
God.
roughing the passer against Chris Jones that didn't get called. Get him out of here. Listen, they went into Arrowhead and should have won.
Yeah.
Like, should have won. I was so high on Joe Burrow this year. I was comparing the motherfucking kid to Kobe Bryant.
What's the dude's name?
Like-
Because he could have potentially literally cost him a fucking Super Bowl. With
Probably
that, with
Eli
that
Apple.
Stupid
If I had to
shit.
guess what idiot it was on the Bengals team, it's Eli
what's
Apple
with you
all the
and
time.
the-
No, it wasn't
OSU
him. It was
hate,
like
dude.
some random
The
linebacker.
OSU hate. It runs
I
deep.
can't help
He was
it.
like an outside linebacker. I can't remember the
Oh,
kid's
okay.
name.
I don't know.
I just remember literally being like, bro, that's the most selfish shit I've ever seen in a game in my life, bro. Like, literally.
OSU hate. I never got over 2015.
I bet.
I never got over it.
Joe Burrow. They have the best wide receiving core in the league, I think. Ooh, it's close with Minnesota, but I think
Nah,
they
and Bengals are
do.
better.
I think Tyler Boyd is a one on almost anybody's team. Almost.
Higgins.
T.
Higgins,
is
monster.
So good. And obviously, you got that boy Jamar.
Jamar Chase,
They
yeah.
lost Hayden Hurst. And
Jamar
they
Chase.
got-
I don't think you're hurting, yeah.
Bro, that duo of Burrow
It's
and Chase.
it's
is
unguardable.
stupid,
It's
dude.
like you pick your poison.
This
Like, pick your
division's
poison.
just insane, bro. I mean, all the way around.
I got Cincy. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Now that we've done this, I got Cincy winning this division. You got the Browns. You got the Ravens. You got the Steelers. All winning the division, right? You got the Steelers.
I almost want
I
to
saw
pick
a little-
against them
I
because,
saw a little
well, no,
doubt in his eyes.
I want to do the Carl and pick against them. So then when they win, I'm like, yeah, see?
Yeah. Okay, so how many realistically in this division? How many wins this division?
I think this is going to be hard. I think
This
it's
is a
going to
very
be 10
tougher-
or 11.
I think
I think it's gonna be.
Maybe 12.
I think
12 or
10
13.
wins this division. I think they beat the fuck out of each other this year.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
Browns
I
are
think it's
better.
going to be lower.
The Browns are better if Lamar can stay healthy. Big fucking if Lamar.
I think it's going to at least take 10, though.
Yeah, but like, I feel like both the Steelers and I just feel like the other teams in the division have shown that we can stop Lamar.
I can see two
Yeah,
10-win
that's
teams.
true.
I can see two 10-win teams in this division.
It's going
like-
to come down to tiebreakers.
It could be three 10-win teams in this
Dang.
division.
It's true.
Like
Very
there
well.
can be three 10-win teams
That's very
in this
true.
fucking division.
Because we could
like
really
the-
go smoke somebody else, but then we
Like
hit
their
our own
L's
division.
are you guys are losing to
Those
each other.
division
That's
games
it.
ain't no
Yeah, yeah.
joke.
Like I haven't seen your guys' schedules yet. Or is it like back end heavy like it usually
Dude,
is? Like
no, it's all like beginning of the season this year.
I think it is.
I think.
I haven't looked at it, to be honest. So
All right, who do we want to look at first?
Let's just look at the Ravens. You can
Look at the
probably pull
Ravens,
up
yeah.
fast.
Here, I'll pull up the Steelers.
Speaking of which, Joe Burrow is this year's NFL MVP.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that. I love Joe Burrow.
I think this is Joey B's like, you know what, fuck y'all.
Oh, that's preseason. I saw the Eagles first. I was like, bro, what?
0-1.
Oh, no, this is hard early. Oh, not really. Texans, Bengals, Colts, Browns, Steelers, Titans, Lions, Cards, Seahawks, Browns, Bengals, Chargers, Rams, Jags, 49ers, Dolphins, Steelers. So, yeah, it's back heavy
Ooh,
for
you
us.
got back heavy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a rough one.
That's how we were the past 2 years, man. Last 4 games.
You want me to look at the Browns?
Yeah.
we
Go ahead
don't
and
have
pull it
a
up.
terrible schedule, but it's kind of back heavy too.
So is it too early to say that the AFC North is the division?
Oh, AFC North's definitely.
Oh, definitely the division.
Like, but we said this about the AFC East or West last year.
Whoa. Nah, the Browns is top heavy. Chiefs, Bengals, Steelers, Titans, Ravens, 49ers, Colts, Seahawks.
Jesus Christ, you might win against the Colts. You might start off 0-6, bro.
Oh my gosh, that's
I'll bet on it
evil.
right now.
Oh, I'm not betting against the fuck. I'm not betting.
Bro, we go. I don't know. This is
You
tough.
just said with your motherfucking chest
kinda up and down
that they
for
were going
us.
to go 0-6.
We might bet that Colts game.
We don't really
We're
have-
going to that Colts game.
Are you for real?
I got season tickets. Of
Oh,
course
yeah, you are.
We're going.
49ers,
Loser has-
Browns, Raiders, Texans, Ravens, Rams, Jags, Titans, Packers, Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Cardinals, Patriots, Colts, Bengals again, Seahawks, Ravens.
I see like 9 wins there. I heard like 8 or 9 wins.
It's kind of like a just up and down thing.
I heard
yeah.
I heard like a 500 record right there.
Yeah.
I heard you have a very tough start.
Yeah, that's tough.
But here's the thing though, if you guys come out and ball,
Yeah.
you guys are getting thrown into the fire early, so that could be a good thing. Like you're playing the real teams early. All right, so Super Bowl picks. We're going to start with the AFC. Who comes out of the AFC? Then we're going to go to the NFC, and then we're going to pick winners. Who comes out of the AFC?
Kansas City.
I got Cincinnati.
Man, I almost want to.
I got
It's so tough between them two.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati.
I'm going Patty, though.
and
I'm
I
not
got
betting against
Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati getting home field this year.
I just don't know who takes out the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Legitimately. Because the
They
refs
have
will
a
bail
very
them out
tough
even
time.
if they...
Yeah, they have a very tough time.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
don't
Chiefs.
know, man. Man.
Go with your gut and say the Browns, dude.
Well, it's just so,
Your gut and say the
I just like had a flashback to just like every year I feel this way. I'm just like, but this is the year, right?
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
the
it.
year. This is the year.
This is
new
it.
year, new me.
Yeah,
I'm going to the Browns.
let's
The
go.
Browns, goddamn right.
Oh, I said Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's Chiefs.
Chiefs, okay.
I was waiting for the
NFC.
Oh, man. Yeah,
You could go
It's
ahead
so
and pick
hard.
your Super Bowl pick after you pick the NFC because you got the Chiefs so far.
picking the NFC. I gotta go Eagles.
Rematch.
Yeah.
You think the Eagles get them this time?
I don't know, man. It's just so tough. I feel like every time I bet against Patty, he just fucking shits all over me. So it's like I feel like I gotta go with Patty again, bro.
NFL. I keep forgetting about the.
Y'all know why he plays so well in the playoffs, right? Because if he gets eliminated early, that's
His
the sooner
wife
he
is
has to go home to his
fucking
wife.
him up.
Yep.
Right, facts, bro.
I keep forgetting about the fucking Jets though, but I'm rolling with Cincinnati. NFC, I got the Eagles.
Yeah,
I said that, and then I have Joey B getting his first
let's go.
heartbreak
I like
back
that.
to back for Philly.
I love Joe.
I like those
I'm a
picks.
fan.
This is so painful because there are two well-built teams in the NFC, and it's the Eagles and the Niners, and they're going to play each other. Who do I like more?
What about the brand new Lions?
They ain't going that far.
ain't going that
MVP
far.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, you did say that. Though.
I did. I think making the playoffs for the Lions is enough to get an MVP, truthfully,
Oh, that's
because
their
they're so
fucking
bad.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm at Eagles. It has to be. It's going to be Chiefs Eagles again because I just don't think anybody on the NFC moved the needle that far to say, oh,
Not at all.
you're going to beat Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
That's
and they
it.
added some great guys.
The most wild fucking thing to think about, I think, is the team that improved the most in the NFC was the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts
They
for
redid
sure.
their
Easily.
whole offense.
Yeah.
Like, you get, say what you want. I'm a Colts fan, diehard. I loved Frank Reich. I think Frank Reich got the short end of the fucking stick and he got fucked.
Well, yeah, you had Carson Wentz
Yeah,
and
like-
Matt Ryan. What was he supposed to do?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do with
But at the
that?
same time, he was out on Jalen Hurts when Chris Ballard wanted to draft Jalen Hurts.
Which is insane.
Yeah, he was out on Jalen Hurts. So,
Terrible.
Terrible.
okay.
Man, I'm gonna go San Fran.
Did you pick the winner? Chiefs? Eagles.
Yeah.
Oof. You got San Fran coming out of the NFC. I like that. Okay.
God, but the Eagles. No, man. I'm gonna
Eagles.
It's hard to bet against those two teams because they're like
Yeah.
the paramount of both
I think I
sides.
like San Fran better than the Eagles, but I think the Eagles are gonna win.
Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles lost.
Eagles and Browns in the Super Bowl,
Eagles
huh?
lost their offensive coordinator, but Nick Sirianni, makes up for some of it, and
God
they got
tier.
fucking Jalen Carter.
That sounds like something out of the '60s, bro. The Browns versus the Eagles in the
I
Super
was
Bowl.
just thinking that. It's like a story.
They're gonna make
They
a
got to
movie
wear
and
their
shit.
throwbacks during the Super Bowl.
Mark Wahlberg's gonna star in it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't care what they do, bro. I just want them to win.
And you got the Browns in the Super
They
Bowl.
could wear fucking yellow or pink or whatever.
Fuck yeah, they need
And you
to.
got the Browns in the Super Bowl.
What? I
This
can't,
is the
you've
year.
never answered my question.
Fuck yeah.
What's a brown? To be a fan, you got to know, right? What is a brown?
It comes from. I told you, it comes from Paul Brown. Like he was the original owner of the Browns.
Oh, really?
facts.
So he was just like fucking
then you got the
down
Browns,
on
so
Main
the
Street bar, like
brownie
just naming it
out.
after
So
himself.
Y'all could have 100% been the Pauls.
This
Your
is
guys'
Jerry's.
logo.
This
your
is
guys'
Jerry's
logo
bar.
Should be the fucking bulldog. I don't know why it's not.
That's like a softball league name. We're Jerry's Bar's
It looks
fucking
mean.
softball
I
team.
like- I fuck with it.
Little Cleveland lore in it too. There's like the
Oh, I get.
vintage and-
I don't, but I do.
All right, so this has been your way too early NFL preview. Just a little
Way
bit
too early.
Wait,
Thanks
We did-
for coming on, Mr. Brad.
Man,
man.
appreciate it for real.
Tell
Had
the
a
people
great
where they
time.
can find you guys at.
Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok.
Bingo.
Jocks of all trades.
Of all trades. Go
podcast.
check it out,
Currently
please.
under maintenance, but we'll be back with all sports.
All
Is
sports.
what he said. All sports.
thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks for
yeah,
coming
for
on,
sure.
man.
Go like and subscribe. Do all that good stuff for his stuff and for our stuff.
We'll have you on again.
For sure,
Please.
bro.
One
For
of us
sure.
will
Been
be
a
on
great
you guys'
combo.
Stuff too.
So
I
you
think
can hold me.
guys-
You can hold me to the Lions.
Oh,
shit.
for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
All right, thanks for coming, man.
For sure.